Notes on the WISR system, the Hegelian knowing via Jungian individuation, and the corresponding negation of this pure system, Nietzsche's fragmentation by false idols. WISR. Intuition is a cross-referencing between imagination and reason. What we experience with our physical senses is then cross-referenced with our stored memory of similar events. Because religion represses both the sensual experience, the sexual experience, as well as the experience of reason and independent thought, religion is then the greatest enemy of the natural intuitive state within humankind. With regards to repressed imagination, the sensory, the sexual experiencing, work then becomes mechanistic, meaning that work becomes an end without regards for the means, without concern for the means to that end. In other words, how the means of work not only produces necessary product, but in and of itself is a meaningful experience of man. So the mechanistic nature, as precipitated by religious programming, now affects how we perceive and execute our work as merely an ends-producing mechanism of survival, without regard for the means, the playfulness in work, the ingenuity, the spirit of work, the innovation, what makes us and distinguishes us as man in our species essence has been annihilated. Then regarding religious repression of free thought, of anything, any kind of concepts and ideas or philosophies outside of its domain, of its own dogma, we then arrive at politics with its use of propaganda. And this too, like work, like industry, shapes itself in the same patterns as the religious spirit and the religious mind with its damaged intuition. It becomes rote, it becomes reason, divorced of feeling. It becomes ideas, divorced of meaning. Policies, divorced of substance. With the surround sound oppressiveness, oppression, repression of intuition, imagination, intelligence, and of intuition as a cross-referencing between imagination and intelligence, we arrive at a individual or collective pathological condition known as the martyr, hero, zealot, robot complex. Here we have the four archetypes of the mass psychology, riddled with the mass pathology. We have the martyr, the robot, the zealot, and the hero as exaggerated particulars within the collective, exaggerated individuals within the collective, with a collective mass that's become idle, lazy, lethargic, incompetent in addressing its own problems and solutions to those problems. Hence, we have the archetypes of the robot, the martyr, the zealot, the hero, that further makes impotent a mass that becomes reliant on such archetypes. It's a negation of the significance of the means in favor of the overemphasized relevance of the ends. In religion, it's heaven, getting to heaven, in negation of a mindfully executed experiencing of life on earth. With industry, it's the profit motive or even the product, the joy inherent in authentic and meaningful work. In ingenuity, in innovation, in craft. In government, it's a negation of the meaningfulness in favor of the purpose, the meaningfulness of contemplation, of what is truly best for self, for community, for humanity as a whole, in favor of the policy, the campaign. And with military, most tragically, is the cravings for fruits yielded by war, a negation of life, the murder of the other, the brutal annihilation of the absolute spirit.